CRO is the #1 gainer in the top 100 today over the last 24 hours. And there's a reason why. Today, the SEC lawsuit against crypto.com was officially dropped. And I want to talk to you guys about it. Now, yesterday, we did a conversation. Me, my partner on this channel, Black C, Oscar Ramos, and Coin Baron all got together and talked about everything that's been happening with crypto.com over the last few weeks and months. I want to chat briefly about that, but then talk about the significance of this event for crypto.com, why the coin is pumping today, but proceeding with caution in terms of the price action for CRO right now, hinting, maybe we have downside, not because of CRO or crypto.com, because of the overall market. Ethereum is slipping significantly today. Bitcoin is not moving up. Instead, it is moving down today. And so though we're having a pump on CRO, I've got some warnings for you that you need to be cautious of. I want people to win in crypto. That being said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice, but I am bullish on crypto overall. But in order to win in this space, there are profit-taking strategies along the way on your journey of making gains that we have to be aware of. So let's chat a little bit about it, guys. Give you another realistic take on the news that's going on for crypto.com and CRO right now. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into some of this. So if you look at the trending coins for the day, CRO is one of the top trending cryptos out there. If you actually look at the top gainers over the last 24 hours, filter it, you will see that CRO is #1, up 7% today, up 37% over the last 7 days. Now, there have been several good bits of news that are the exact reason why CRO is up 37% over the last 7 days, which is very nice. Very nice. The reasons for this is the partnership with the Trump team, his crypto companies, or his actually Truth Social, his companies. So crypto.com is a partnership with them there. We had the AMA from Chris Marsliak and the CEO, that's the CEO of crypto.com, talking about this 70 billion unburn, which we've all kind of agreed at this point is not the best thing, but the plan with the partnership with the Trump company to make these ETFs for crypto, maybe we were talking about yesterday, and let me jump right over to this. So yesterday, we had a really nice conversation. Me, Oscar Ramos, Coin Baron, Black C, talking about all the FUD, the memes, the AMA with Chris, the ETFs. We talked about all of it. Coin Baron had a really great point about, the ETFs and, CRO just being in a basket of ETFs. There's a lot of people out there that just buy funds, and there's going to be a time where if, CRO is just in some of these funds, people are going to be buying CRO and they won't even know it, right? There's a lot of people that just buy funds and they don't even know what's in the funds. That's the reality situation. So while we don't love the unburn, and this is some of the things that we explored in this video, and I'm not going to dive all the way into this, but, watch this. It's a 55-minute video, but it's a great, honest, four-way conversation where we talk about it all honestly, openly, challenging each other, challenging Chris, challenging crypto.com, and supporting crypto.com, because, I think one thing's for sure, we all agree that crypto.com, whether if we love every move or don't, is a successful company. And that's the real thing that the point that I'm driving home at the end of the day. Do I love the unburn? No, I don't love the unburn. And you should really listen to this whole conversation. But I did want to talk about this because if you're wondering why CRO's up again today, even though Bitcoin is showing weakness, and, don't believe me, just look at the price action for Bitcoin. We had some weekly green candles. We were turning into a red candle. Right now, we see our total market cap, which was looking like a green weekly candle. It's turning into a red candle, coming back down. Maybe we can find some floor again here at this $2.6 trillion level. But as this whole market has been weak lately, CROcoin's getting a bounce. The reason why is because here's the post put out by Chris. This is big news today. Breaking story. The SEC investigation into crypto.com has been closed with no action being taken against crypto.com. He continues on in this thread saying, I continue to be proud of how this industry and its community have weathered the storm after storm. Gosh, with the most prolific being the U.S. administration's war on crypto. The other ones, of course, being, some of the other things that we've talked about. One thing I talk about in the video from yesterday with the four of us talking together is through Crypto.com's history, they've made a bunch of moves. Some of them have been excellent and just exciting. Some of them have been very controversial. But even in the controversial moves, and even storm after storm, even the ones that they're self-inflicted, they are getting bigger and they are weathering all the storms. That's why I was laughing maniacally there, because I thought it was funny after our conversation yesterday. You should really check out that video, guys. It's on Oscar Ramos's channel. You can find it everywhere on X, so check it out. But this most prolific being the U.S. administration's war on crypto. Now Gary Gensler's gone, so no surprise this SEC case has dropped. We saw the XRP suit dropped as well. Chris going on, they use every tool available to attempt to stifle us, restricting access to banking, auditors, investors, and beyond. It was calculated attempt to put an end to the industry. The fact that we not only preserved, but became stronger is a testament to our vision and the community supporting it onwards. Fortune favors the brave. So, another thing we talked about yesterday in this four-way conversation was we want to see Chris on the timeline more. We want to see him talk, and I think Black Sea said that yesterday, and it's a great point, and we do want to see that happen as well. I think it's nice to get engaged with leadership, and they definitely pay attention to the community on X, and I think the folks on YouTube that are talking about the brand, because you want to know what people are saying about your brand, and so I think they do listen to the community, which is why they did the AMA. Because they needed to kind of address the 70 billion burn, which we could talk about in another video. But here's the SEC story that I want to talk to you guys about. So it's dropped. I put out a post kind of retweeting this, and the truth is can't stop crypto, and it doesn't seem like you could stop crypto.com either. Boom. So probably on a path to become the biggest exchange in the world in the next 10 years. So if you saw that interview with all four of us yesterday and you're like, Black Sea, Crypto, Kip, I think we're a little more bearish in this video, perhaps, than Oscar and Coin Baron, but I think we all faced the reality of the fact that, the unburn's weird, right? I love these guys. These guys are smart guys. They have great conversations about it. And again, I urge you guys to listen to this because we really engage in a great conversation about it. But one thing I think we all agree on is that, crypto.com is just on a warpath to become the biggest exchange in the world. At the end of the day, I don't think that any of us disagree with that. And at the end of the day, we're all holding Crow, and we're all bullish on Crow. But when it comes to news coming out, this is great news. This is great news. This is bullish news. This is why Crow's pumping today. We're going to celebrate this news. When there's not great news like the unburn, we're going to question it. And that's what everybody should do. And these are some of the things we explore in that video. You should listen to it, but this is why we're pumping up today. Now, I want to take a peek at this because are we still living in a world where Crow can take the market cap of Binance? I think that one day in the future, it could, but I want to remind you guys that, what I'm saying is on a path to become the biggest exchange in the world in the next 10 years. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. I don't think it's going to happen in this bull cycle. It could happen in the next bull cycle. It might happen in much less than 10 years. But I think at some point, no matter what Crypto.com does, they continue to grow. They've done so many good things with the licenses. They've done so many good things. And they've done a few questionable things. But they are progressing. They are growing. Their products are great products, guys. Undeniable there. And I think they're more well-behaved than Binance generally when it comes to getting regulatory compliance going into countries and now getting a partnership with the President of the United States to launch ETFs. That's the kind of catalyst that would get Crypto.com, the company, to be bigger than Binance. And if Crypto.com, the company, can be bigger than the Binance company, then I don't see why Crowcoin couldn't one day still achieve, this Binance level. Okay, a lot of people say, well, don't compare Crow to Binance. I get it. But I'm watching the Crypto.com exchange. I don't have an exact answer as to how the Crypto.com company is correlated with the CRO token, but I will tell you that in my personal opinion, I think that as Crypto.com, the brand, gets bigger, that CRO will inevitably get bigger as well. I just think that makes sense. I just think it's basic. I think it's a basic concept to understand, guys. Now, I did issue kind of like a little warning to you guys, and the reason being is, when you see any coin up 37% in 7 days or up, the biggest gainer of the day, typically that's followed by some kind of sell-off. So if you bought some low and you have an opportunity to take profit on a day like today, this might be the time to take some profit. Now, if you're somebody that's just going to be a diamond hander, period, and not do little quick trades, then hey, you're holding your crow, you're waiting for $1, you're waiting for $2, you're waiting for whatever your price targets are. I get that, and I love that, and I'm bullish on crypto. I think we got a lot of bull market left, guys. But I think in the meantime, it's fun to trade. And if you want to do some trading on some of the volatility on the Cronos token, on any of these cryptocurrencies out there, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or Cronos, you could sign up for Blowfin using the link in the comment section down below, up to a $5,000 deposit bonus when you sign up using our link. So check it out if you want to, guys. And right now, if you deposit $100, you get $10 in XRP for free. So check it out. Big day for crypto.com, the SEC lawsuit dropping. That's another lawsuit dropping in a long line of crypto companies that have been getting taxed by the SEC. So more steps in the right direction for the crypto industry, more steps in the right direction for crypto.com. We had a great conversation yesterday about all the latest news. And so I urge you guys to check out that collaboration we did with Oscar Coin Baron and Black Sea yesterday. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. We did more of a conversational format instead of some kind of like formal, here's a question, everybody take your turn and give your answer. We just kind of had a conversation, and it was awesome. Love it. Shout out to Oscar Ramos for having us on his channel. Maybe next time we'll do it on our channel, maybe on Coin Barons, but we're going to keep those going every single month. We're going to keep talking about crypto.com and Cronos and just the updates and what's coming next, and just general crypto updates overall, not just Cronos. So that's all I got on this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. DCA HODL. Do your own research, guys. Nothing I say is financial advice. We'll keep that crypto content coming. I got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.